How y'all doing? Let me put this up here for a little bit. Come on in. I'm gonna let y'all come up on in here. Let me know y'all can hear me when you come in. I want to sit out here and smoke one with y'all. You know, when I'm in the man cave, I got to light my reefer. But this is a story that I read yesterday that this shit's crazy. For those of you who don't know, infamous former LAPD officer Christopher Dorner, somebody who was a disgruntled police officer that bloop-blapped a few officers on his way out before he got taken out. He's a hero to many, horrible to some. But the man died 2013. That's 11 years ago. And his gun ends up in a heist, $1 million heist yesterday. How'd that happen? So come on in here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna let y'all come up on here. Gotta shave a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all come on in here. Hold on. Come on in here. Gotta light this shit right. I don't want it running on one side. There we go. Come on in here, chat room. We ain't gonna be here long today. Rampart never left. Because the people really responsible for Rampart didn't get punished. The front guys got punished, not the people that pushed the system. You know what I mean? But let's talk about it. So let's get into it. The ever corrupt, and I'm gonna do this also Q&A style because I'm in my garage. Of course, the wage workers are always the ones that get punished. So, oh shit. All right, here we go. So for those of you who don't know, let's just give some background on what this is about. This is about Christopher Dorner. Again, Christopher Dorner was a disgruntled LAPD officer that got some get back and had a whole manifesto talking about the LAPD. And in Dorner's manifesto, he broke down how corrupt the Los Angeles Police Department is. He named a lot of officers by name, talking about how destructive they were. He did that, and he talked about how destructive they were, and then he went on a spree where he was going and picking off police officers. And he got found in a log cabin up in Big Bear. And what they did, instead of negotiating a peaceful ending and having him come out, they had a robot basically set his cabin on fire. and they burned that black man to a crisp. And so after burning him, he came out. He's been dead. Well, there was a robbery the other day in Beverly Hills, a jewelry heist. And a gun that was once registered to Christopher Dorner ends up in the scene of another crime committed by a gang of people from South America. Now I don't know if they got that gun in South America or if they got it in South Central, Los Angeles, or in the dirty South. I don't know where they got it from. The fact is, you have somebody who was notorious, so notorious enough that y'all burned him out. They didn't even give him a day in court. But his gun ends up in criminals' hands? That's some shit we have to talk about. How does this gun end up in these people's hands? So I did some research. I'm on my computer right now. And so for me, it's like, I get it. But how the fuck did them guns, what's up, Netta? How the hell did them guns end up back on the streets? What I found was in my research that there's like a whole program, and I saw an article that was written back in 2019, and it said something like 52,000 guns that were confiscated by police departments ended up back on the streets. And a great proportion of those guns were used to commit crimes. That's what's been going on. That's what's been going on. So that goes to show them gun buyback programs is bullshit. If all these guns are going back, ended up back on the streets, why would you ever sell your gun back to the police? Some tell me if they buying back, they selling. DeAndre says a negative legacy of Tom Bradley tenure mayor still effectively. No, I can't say. I can't say it does. Tom Bradley left from being the mayor of LA back in '92. I was 11. This is what you got to realize. The LAPD was like that before Tom Bradley. I think Tom Bradley became mayor of LA in like 72, 74. Sometime in the early 70s is when he became mayor of LA. Early to mid 70s. Tom Bradley was a mayor. They had Chief William Parker who was in there. That's Parker Center, the place that the LAPD headquarters is named after. They were doing fucked up shit back then. We gotta realize Mayor Tom Bradley was one of the first black people on the LAPD police force. People don't realize that. Black people couldn't get on the LAPD police force until the 50s. Tom Bradley went to go apply to be on the police force, got denied. The man went and got a whole law degree, became a lawyer. He went from being a lawyer to applying for the police department, and they put him through hell to get in. Then he finally got in, served a few years, ended up becoming Mater later on, long story short. So I say that to say the LAPD was already about that bullshit long before Mayor Tom Bradley got in office. You see, someone who said they got their firearm from police station? Yeah. Yeah. So I ain't gonna be on here long because I got a nap to take before I gotta roll out later on. He said Jason Momoa has a movie? Well, the director supports Chris Dorner? That's crazy, yeah. You see that someone got their firearm from police station? They know what they're doing? Yeah. But I said all that to say, when I'm going through just kind of putting everything together for I'm gonna talk over the next couple of days about this Black Sam interview. But I want y'all to take note of this whole situation with Dorner, watching how this police department moves. One of its most notorious killers, gun wasn't enough for them to keep that gun off the street. They got to sell guns so bad. They sold or moved the gun of one of the biggest terrorists ever against them. Yeah, we ain't gonna be here long. What else y'all talking about in the chat? I just want to bring y'all the news about this shit with Christopher Dorner. I think that it's alarming. And as taxpaying citizens, it's something that we should be aware of. What was it? Dorner was still on the cop land. Any other questions before I set this shit down? Oh, go to my Patreon. I couldn't interview Dr. Short today. We had a scheduling conflict. So I'll be interviewing Dr. Short on my Patreon sometime before the end of the week. Dr. Short interviews have to go on Patreon because YouTube does not like that man. Yep. Oh, he said they found Israel pistols and shit? Wow. That's how to get down, but we'll see. I just want to come check in with y'all real quick. I'm about to get up out of here, but I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. We're going to probably do that Black Sam interview tomorrow. I saw it already, but I want to watch some more of it again just to go to certain points that I want to put together some other information I know about what's going on. So we'll have that Black Sam interview review probably tomorrow. And then Patreon, you guys are going to get Dr. Short. All right? I'm out.